Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Happy New Year and welcome to 2023. To celebrate the New Year today, I decided to make some native rice, and there are different methods of making this rice. There's many different ways that people use in making this palm oil rice, but this method has always worked out for me. I feel like it's one of the simplest method of making this rice. The first thing I'm doing is going in my palm oil that I'll be using to make the rice. Palm oil and rice are the major ingredients for making this food. Well, let palm oil heat for a few minutes. In this case, I didn't let my palm oil heat well enough because I have a little baby at home and my house was already smoky. So, despite opening the windows, the house was already smoky. So, I had to just pour the onion in as fast as I can. So, I'm just gonna have to saute the onion for a few minutes before I go in with my pepper mix. I sauteed this onion for about 2 to 3 minutes and then I went with my pepper mix. For my pepper mix, this is a blend of bell peppers. I used green bell pepper because I didn't have the right one at home. This is a blend of bell peppers, habanero pepper for for the hotness, for taste, and I also blended onion. If you eat garlic and ginger, you can blend that in as well. I added that in here as well. And what else? I think that's just all. It's basically bell pepper, habanero pepper, garlic, ginger, and onion. That's all I blended in here. I let this cook for about 3 to 5 minutes and then I went in with my spices. First thing I'm adding is maggi. I don't know if anyone have noticed, but maybe because of the cold, this season, but maggi is really hard. Like maggi is strong. I cannot, I cannot break this maggi into two. So I just put it like that. Went with my salt for taste, and I'm also going with some prawns. For me, when it comes to making native rice or palm oil rice, crayfish is very important. It's like one of my major ingredients. I can cook this without fish, without meat, but there must be prawns. I must have some prawns. I must have some shrimps or crayfish. So I'm going to with my shrimps, and I'm going to with my grounded shrimps as well, or crayfish as it's called in Nigeria. I put as much crayfish as I can because the crayfish is it literally gives it this very nice taste. So I put a lot of that, not so much though, because too much of everything is bad. I'm letting this boil for another 3 to 5 minutes before going in with my fish and my cow skin, which I'll be using. This fish that I'm using is called Asa fish. I got it from one lady on Instagram. I usually buy my foodstuff from her because it's difficult getting foodstuff, Nigerian foodstuff around here, around where I am. So I was able to find her on Instagram, so she supplied me Nigerian foodstuff. My fish is washed already, so you definitely want to wash yours to remove any trace of sand or dirt. Next, I'm going in with my cow skin. This is washed as well. Now, your protein should not be limited to just fish and cow skin. You can go in with beef, you can go in with smoked turkey, you can go in with smoked chicken, or whatever protein or whatever meat you have or you intend to use. But in this case, for me, I feel like this is what I feel like using, and I had it at home, so I'm using this. If I did not have fish or cow skin, I definitely would have used some roasted chicken or roasted tilapia. Now I'm gonna pour in a little bit of water in this and give this a quick stir and then let it cook for a few minutes. So the aim of doing that is to let the ingredients boil into the fish and the cow skin so that the fish will get soft, because right now it's not very soft before I go in with my rice. So I'm just going to let it sit and boil for about, let's say, 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'll come check it, which I just think I'm doing right now. Then I'm going to go in with my rice because this is cooked well enough. I'm using a parboiled rice, and my rice is washed already, so you definitely want to wash your rice so many times until the starchy water is clear. Right now I'm just turning the rice and the sauce together just to make sure that everything is properly mixed together and all the ingredients goes into the rice and everything is mixed very well. Once you get to this point, if you have like a meat stock or any stock at home that you would like to use, you can pour in the stock at this point. But I didn't have any stock at home. I didn't have any meat stock or meat broth like it's called, so I'm just going to add in a little bit of water to this. So I'm adding my water to this rice, and I'm just adding a little bit of water, just a little bit, because I don't want to add too much of that. I'm adding it, and it's just going to be at the same level as the rice. The water is going to be about the same level as the rice, and then I'm going to cover this and let this cook on low heat. You definitely want to check this after a few minutes to make sure that if it's soft or not. If it's not soft, you add more water. Mine wasn't soft, so I added more water and I cooked again until it got soft. At this point, it is cooked and it is soft. Now look at how delicious this rice looks, and then imagine how delicious it actually tastes. This is something really nice. This is like a different type of rice that you should try in your house. That is not the regular jollof rice or rice and stew or fried rice, because those are like the three most popular types of rice in a Nigerian household. So you should try making some palm oil rice or native rice and you would love it. Once the rice is cooked, I am going to go in with my vegetables. In this case, I'm using spinach. Growing up, my mom usually add some scent leaf and some vegetable ugu leaf to the rice, but I do not have any ugu leaves, so I'm just going in with my spinach leaf. And I'm going to give this a stir once I'm done putting the leaf, and I'm going in with just a little bit because I don't want too much. It's just the greens that gives it that color, you understand? Like I just want it to have that. It gives it this very beautiful color. So I'm just gonna put this as much as I want it, and then give it a stir. I'm not putting too much. Give it a stir, and then I'm going to cover this because at this point I already turned off the gas because the rice is cooked. So, and for vegetable you don't really want to cook it. So I'm just gonna cover this, and the heat from the rice alone will just cook it. At this point, your rice is ready to be eaten. Look at how beautiful this looks, and it also came out very tasty. This method is very simple. It's very straightforward. There is no, and I feel like it's also within a budget. Like you don't need to go overboard. If you do not have fish, if you do not have any fish, any chicken, any meat to use, you can just use your prawns alone. The prawn alone can serve as your meat on your fish. The prawn alone does the job. At this point, my food is ready to be eaten, and so I have to dish some of it for myself. Look at how this looks. It looks very nice. You should try this for the holiday. Try this, cook this for your family, cook this for your friends, and they would definitely love it. Thanks for watching my video. Please do not subscribe, do also like and share. You always have the agony. Stop for a second, breathe. I turn it all around if I